Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is B. I am a knitting pattern designer, basically just trying to make the funkiest wardrobe possible. As you can see, my backdrop is different. So I think the last two videos I basically told you guys that I am moving, but I am officially here, officially in Australia. Oh my Christ, there's like dinosaurs making noises outside. James and I literally landed on Wednesday and it is Saturday. We have both been incredibly unwell and we're just recovering from jet lag and just trying to relax before I start my new job. But we are in an Airbnb currently. We are looking for a flat, we're buying a car, it's all happening and it's all very stressful. The only thing I have to keep me grounded is my knitting, isn't it? Also, you might tell, quality change. I've got a new camera. I've finally got an actual camera and I'm not just filming on my phone, which feels so professional. Feels too professional for me, but hopefully you can notice a difference and it wasn't money wasted. But what we're doing today, well, what we're doing in this video is essentially just finishing off my project that I started on the flights over here. So I was very ambitious. I bought a lot of yarn before I left to be like, oh, I'm just gonna finish an entire project on the flight because our travel time was about 36 hours. I was like, right, I could get a decent amount of progress done. I got on the first plane, the 13-hour one, and they put all the lights down. I didn't want to be that person with the reading light on, just beaming other people in the eyes, basically. So I just settled in and watched films. Didn't manage to get much knitting done. So what I'm actually knitting is this absolute scrunched up mess on the cables, but hopefully you can see the colour all nicely. It is like a bright pink fuchsia, which I absolutely love the colour of. It's knitting for Olive Heavy Merino, and I am basically doing one of my first patterns, the Coquette Cardigan, and I'm doing some modifications first and foremost because I want there to be some optionals that you can include. So for example, balloon sleeve or a double knit tie rather than the two I-cord ties, and also just updating the pattern so that it's more consistent with the ones that I'm putting out now, because I'm really happy with the quality of my current patterns. So I really want to make sure that the ones that I basically uploaded and put out there at the beginning when I just started writing patterns match that same quality basically. So I'm not rewriting the pattern, but I'm just trying to make it more clear and in line with the patterns that I put out now. That's the plan. So I've done German short rows on this one, which will be added to the pattern. Basically, I didn't add German short rows in the original pattern because it's meant to be an absolute beginner cardigan. It's meant to be like a first project, so I thought German short rows are a bit difficult. I've had testers since then that have knit their first garments during my tests, which have German short rows and colour work. So I think I'm going to add German short rows, A, for people that aren't beginners that want to add them, and then for also ambitious beginners, going to add that. And then I'm going to do a double knit button band rather than rib, just because I think some people like the way that looks better. And I have since written patterns with double knit button bands and I have had really positive feedbacks on the way that they are written and how clear they are. I've had people saying it's their first time trying double knit button bands and they really like the way it's written, so I'm just going to replicate that in this cardigan. And then the last thing I want to do, as I said before, is a single double knit tie that just goes around the top. So I think all of those optionals will be really cool, and because it is my best-selling pattern, I just want it to be very customizable. It's also almost the 1 year anniversary of when I first uploaded this, so I really want to get this done before then. I want to do a sort of anniversary post and update the pattern at the same time. That would be ideal. I have just been working away on this and I am finally at the point where I split the sleeves. So I will be doing that today for sure, but I have got a flat viewing in 15-20 minutes, I think. It's only a 5-minute walk down the road. So I'm thinking I'll go to that, come back, and then I will split 4 sleeves because I've just got a bit more time then, haven't I? I think that sounds good to me. I'm really excited to explore Australia. So I'm in Canberra currently, which has loads of cool restaurants and cafes and stuff. So expect some seriously cozy, crafty cafe content, which is my favourite. I've already been to a few actually. They're all so great. The coffee tastes so much better over here. Like, I don't know what you guys are doing over here. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm very excited to be in some sunny weather and just have a fresh start, basically. Scary. I'm gonna try not to stress out too much about all the stuff that we've got to do. Just gonna try and enjoy this project. That's it. Stop yapping. I've got you. Stop yapping.
In the morning, when you walk away, my heart drops to the floor. They said it would get easier, but I don't know who for. Days move faster now, I swear. I can feel them slip away. But some things last forever. The love that never fades. It's easy to make promises for the young and free, but you kept every word you said, and you stayed true to me. We lean into the great beyond. There's more love yet to make. 'Cause some things last forever, but love it never fades. He left her slowly as his mind lost more every day. Quietly she walked beside and tended in her way. Now the bed he built for two is cold, but her memories have stayed. Because some things last forever, the love that never fades. Dishes and tears, I'm standing here. I know it sounds cliche. A blanket of this history covers me today. In between the bliss and underneath the ache, in the tenderness, a single thread.
Adele. Hello, hello. James and I have just been mooching about Canberra for the last couple of days. Yesterday, as you'll have seen, there was a really nice market in one of the parks, which we went and got some nice vegetables from. And of course went for a coffee and a little knit afterwards. But today we went to Tidbinbilla Nature Reserve and we saw all sorts of creatures. We saw 2 snakes, didn't we, James?
2 snakes.
2 whole snakes. Not dangerous ones, apparently. We had a little Google after the fact. But yeah, apparently they're very common and they just make you a bit ill, not particularly dangerous. But still a bit disconcerting all the same. Progress with the knit. Sorry, I'm all discombobulated because I didn't sleep very well last time. I'm not a well boy. But I have finished one of the sleeves and I have started on the other one. Sorry, I know it's really hard to see because it kind of looks like a bolero right now. But I'm just doing it this way around. So I finished all of my yarn for the sleeves and then everything I have left is for the body and for the finishings basically. I just thought that made the most sense. So let me show you what the arm looks like. But it's a cute little balloon sleeve detail, which I am really enjoying. I think it's going to look really cute with the bow on the front. I think it's very much that cutesy aesthetic. And I did twisted ribbing for the bottom. You can see it's really nice and puffed. I basically just knit 2 together every single stitch for the row before the ribbing, basically. But that is how that is looking. Collar is looking a good size, very happy with the construction of it, and I'm hoping that the sleeve gets just a tad bit longer with blocking because I like it, yeah, hitting halfway down my hand. So just need to rinse and repeat for this sleeve, and then as soon as that's finished we can just get back on with the body. And it's been really nice working in the round to have a break from all the purling when I was doing all the raglan increases, because those rows were just humongous each time. So I reckon I might be done with the sleeve tomorrow, but that is a bit ambitious, we'll see. James and I are just going to head out for a spot of lunch and coffee. We have been out for coffee every day since being here, but it's one of the things to do in Australia, isn't it? We are going to head out there soon because I am ravenous and I will get to knitting, I'm sure. See you later. Hello. It's been a couple of days. I started up my new job and it went really well. It's the same job that I did when I was on placement, which is very full circle because my very first video on this channel, I was in Australia on my placement. It's all come back around, hasn't it? But yeah, I started up there again, and it was so nice to see everybody again after such a long time. And it's been lovely but very full on and busy, so I've just been quite tired. But I have come home and knit in the evenings, haven't I? Not a huge amount to update, but I just thought I would nonetheless. I have finished off both sleeves. So I've done those sleeves and I've done about this much on the body so far. So it's going very, very well. Let me try it on for you. So it might not be the easiest to see because I already have some knitwear on. And also, oops, my cables aren't quite long enough for it to come all the way round, but feels like it fits well so far. 1 arm, 2 arm, and like I said, I'm hoping they're going to block a little bit longer because I like my sleeves, like I said, halfway down my hand, so I'm just going to potentially stretch them out a little bit and pin them when I block them, but I know that a lot of people like their sleeves at the wrists, so at the very least it's a good sample. So I'm very, very pleased with the progress. And like I said before, I think that the balloon sleeves are going to be absolutely adorable with a big bow on the front, one big tie, so I'm actually really excited to get this finished. It is going to be seasonally inappropriate once I've finished, most likely that is, but there has been some relatively cool weather over the last few days at least, and I think at the end of this week again the temperature goes down. At the moment it's about 25, but I've got a very exciting and crafty weekend coming up as well. I'm meeting up with some knitters to go to a little cafe and craft, which will be very good, and I hope to get a lot of progress done. But yeah, like I've said before, I am in Canberra in Australia, so if anybody else is in Canberra watching this now, reach out to me on Instagram because I would love to make some crafty friends. And I love a little cafe craft, as you all know very, very well. My evening now, knit, knit, knit away. Let's do it. Hello from me in my new flat, recording in 4K and with a microphone. The production value has seriously skyrocketed. I did a little test run of the mic yesterday. I am so incredibly pleased with it. It sounds so crispy. Not that the audio was too bad before, but it was echoey and I don't want to subject you guys to that. Oh, I'm in such a good mood. We've been working hard at trying to make the flat super duper cozy, but I just got home and we've got a cafe downstairs, so I got myself a little iced latte. Iced oat latte. I'm a city girl. I feel like this is the dream. I've got a balcony as well, a bloody balcony. Never had a balcony before. But anyway, update on the cardigan, which is what you're all here for, not for me to... So I have done both plackets. I have also started on one of the ties and finally attached to the collar. So let me show you. Look at me far away. You can still hear me. So, little try on for you. Button placket, 1. Ignore the tie. Button placket, 2. And I started on this tie, and as you can see, I'm doing a double knit collar as well. Something a bit different, I thought. But the aim is basically, I started on this double knitting tie, and then what I did was I picked up stitches around the collar, cut those, left those on hold, and then on the same needle pretty much started this guy. And then when it was long enough for what I wanted, this is 40 centimeters, I just started joining it to the picked up collar stitches by my last stitch of the tie, knitting 2 together to the cardigan, basically. I probably butchered that explanation and I do apologise, but that is the rundown of what my thought process is. So I am just about here, here-ish, so just about halfway with the collar. Need to finish up the picked up collar stitches and then I need to do 40 centimetres and then we are ready to have the most adorable bow. Oh, stop it! I'm actually so happy with the colour, with the sleeves. I think it's going to look so perfect with the big bow on the front. It's so cutesy, I could die. But anyway, I need to stop yapping and actually get on with knitting this. Although, there was an exciting delivery that we just received. Rug, let's get this unpacked. Seasoning. Blimey, that was a lot of effort. I'm like sweaty from putting a rug out. This is our rug that we went for. We have 4 rooms that need rugs really. So, well, firstly, because it's a rented furnished apartment, we wanted to cover up the rug that they have in case we spill it. So we spill on our rug, not theirs. Because we want that deposit back, you know? If we feel like we want a funkier rug for in here, then this can go in the bedroom, spare room, or under the dining table. That's the plan. But just gonna leave it here for the moment so it just chills out because it's still got a lot of kinks and stuff in it, but success, I think. What do you reckon? Do we like, or do we think another funkier rug? Let me know. Let me know what you think. It's like a checkered rug, but the checks are the same colour. Just thought maybe go with a bit of a neutral because our furniture is relatively colourful, which I love, by the way. And that is not black, that's navy, by the way. Just doesn't show up very well. But yeah, that art is also going to get replaced. I've got an exciting video planned for that. But yeah, let me know if you think it goes with the room or whether you think we should put it somewhere else. Well, hello and good morning. Look. I have finally blocked and put the buttons on this cardigan, which I know this vlog isn't about, but I just wanted to show you. I haven't been working on the pink cardigan very much because I have been frantically writing up the pattern for this, and Oh Lord, I cannot tell you how complicated it's been. But we're all good. By the time this video is out, it will have been released for testing, basically. Or at least the call will have been put out. I don't know if I'll have closed it yet. I'll put some in here, some information. It's been such a labour of love, but I am so in love with it. It is just my perfect red cardigan, which is just what I wanted. But anyway, we're not here to talk about this one, although I will give you a little spin. We are here to talk about this guy. So I did in fact finish up the collar, but it's too small. All good, didn't take too long. I just need to frog the collar up until the end of my tie here, and then just pick up more stitches around the collar, because I think that was the problem, and then just carry on my merry way. But that is literally it. So gonna get to frogging now. Although I don't know how much progress I'll be able to make this morning, because I'm headed off to some markets in the city. And then after that, I have got a little crafty cafe date, so should get some stuff done there. Let's get frogging, shall we? Let's get this thing done.
The fall is coming, I can feel it. The breeze brings goosebumps to my skin. Tonight the whiskey feels stronger. Gasoline on hidden desires. So I'll throw another log on the fire. Let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn. Till all that's left is ash.
Okay. The ties, they're done. So I just thought I would show you pre-blocking. I can't lie, I'm unsure as of right now. I do really like the balloon sleeves and I like the double knit button band, but I'm unsure if this tie is a bit too bulky. I don't really like the way I tie bows anyway, so I don't know if it's just that, but I'm thinking it's a bit too bulky in the middle at the moment. So I'm thinking I'm going to block it anyway, just to see if that would help pretty much. But might have to do some troubleshooting, so might redo the collar if I'm still not happy. I do have a ball of yarn left, so that should be okay. But yeah, just thought I would take you through the thought process and be totally honest. I'm not always completely enamoured with things straight away. I am hoping that blocking is going to make the ties a bit more loosey-goosey and a little bit less stiff, and the same with the entire cardigan really. And I think I need the right outfit as well, you know, to make me actually properly like it. But yeah, there are some doubts at the moment. Fingers crossed they'll all go. It is cute in principle. I am just unsure at this stage. But let's get blocking. Blocking fixes everything, doesn't it? hello. Do you know what? Blocking fixes all. Sleeve length, perfect. The ties have really thinned out and gotten a lot longer, which I think helped with the bulkiness of the bow before, which is super, super nice. And everything has just relaxed so nicely. The double knit button band looking ever so smart. But let me tie it up and show you how it's looking. Ooh, there we go. I think that looks a lot more balanced, and I like the length of the bow ties after they've been tied up and everything. But I don't know, maybe a big floppier bow could be cute as well. I just think it's super cute, and especially with the colour, I think it is just adorable. I am a big fan of the balloon sleeves, and I am waiting for a big box of my stuff from the UK to ship over. In that box is a pair of leopard print jeans that I think would go so well with this cardigan. I absolutely love bright pink and leopard print together. I think it looks so good. So I am super excited to pair those together. By the time this video is out, I will have updated the pattern. So if you want to add any of these modifications, feel free to do so. You should, if you have already purchased a pattern, just get an update to your inbox. If for some reason you haven't received the update, please just reach out to me on Etsy or Instagram or email and I will send it over to you. No problem. This is the Coquette Cardigan version 2. Let me try on the original version for you and show you the differences. How about that? So here is the OG, the one that started it all. So you can see here I've got the 2 I-cord ties, which has changed in the update of the pattern, and we've got ribbing along the plackets and around the collar. We've also got no German short rows in this one because it was a beginner pattern, which basically means not that you can massively tell. It just means that the neck's a little bit higher than would be ideal, basically. So the German short rows provides an extra inch or 2 at the back of the neck, so that the collar comes down a little bit more. There we go. Let me know which version you prefer. I would be very interested to see people's opinions, if people prefer the OG or the updated version. And I think that's it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed watching the flat come together. Also, do you like this big plant that I got off Facebook Marketplace? Do you like it? I love it. That is all. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye.